Hi everybody, this is Pete from Paw Labs. Let's see, I'm going to pick up where I left off. Scroll around a little bit here and let's see where we left off. So we got our button clear and load so we can collapse this code and get it out of our way. We've got cancel, we don't have save. Okay, so, well, let's go get the rest of our gadgets, huh? Let's see. Buttons belong at the bottom in my book. Okay, a good cheating way of doing this. Let's come over and let's go to project. If we come over to our view, we've picked up the first four of these guys right here, and it looks like we got a bunch more. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just grab all of these. Let's go ahead and ignore all the texts because you don't click texts. You don't really mess with them. Those are just kind of in the way. Um, you can change their values and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and pick them up. Let's come back to our main screen and we can just paste them in lock, stock, and barrel. And so let's see, throw case in front of them all. And we're about ready to pick up and get rolling. So as I'm doing this, I'd like to throw out an idea to you all. When you're doing a form like we're doing, the code that we're putting in here in the event gadget is the form response code, right? So this is when a person clicks a button, changes uh, changes a combo box selection, uh, they have themselves as a third party to the application uh, done something to our user interface. And I want to point out that that's all fine and dandy to record these sorts of things, and we have to do that. Don't get me wrong. But we're, as developers, as the code creator here, what if we needed to do something? Okay. So let's come back up here to the top here where we got we've loaded our form. We've loaded our combo box. We've made our selection. But let's say that on the change of combo box, we need to do something. So let's come down here to our combo box. Here's the combo box. Let's go ahead and put our cool code down here. Let's see, that it should be up here somewhere. Let's delete the templates. Okay, so yeah, we can shove this in here. Um, so I'm gonna leave both those options there just for fun and giggles. Let's say when the value changes. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and pick on this one. So when the value changes, let's um, let's throw up a message. I don't know. Usually combo boxes tie together to other combo boxes. So, or they tie to a list box. So you've made a choice and now there's consequences to that choice. Another set of data is loaded to the screen or something to that effect. It is usually where combo boxes come in. Um, oh, I don't need to do that. I fixed this a little while ago. So let's come over here and say, all right, when you change the value on our combo box, we're going to say, let's come in here and do a debug. Done. Right? All right. Now, so we've thrown code into the combo box. So when the event type changes, so now if I run our code, so we know, oh, what's wrong? Oh, that's right. I don't have that. This is, I want to point this out as well. That's why I left it there. Okay. Um, Normally, when you build an app, we're going to interject this in here as well. Normally, when you build an app, you're going to have a bunch of screens. You're going to potentially have, I mean, tons and tons of messages that are possible when people create mistakes and do dumb things. So what I'm going to do is come over here to my functions that we built, and let's go ahead and create a another procedure of get app name. Okay. Oops. Like I said, it would always be good if I could type. So, okay, end procedure. All right, now what we want to do is procedure return. What is this? Demo, GUI demo, right? GUI. All right, now this is this is one of those things that you really need to do in your applications is create a single function somewhere. Myself, I use a include sheet called static, which would be like static data or static functions that I use everywhere. Okay, so I have one is get app name, and app name returns the value of this. All right, so over here now, this message requester, when you have an application and you pop up a message, you should always have the title of the message be the application name from whence it's come. Okay, so um, now when this fires, and let's go ahead and launch it. What did I do wrong this time? Procedure return expects, yes, darn it. I've got to say, the assumption in all procedures is that you return a numeric value unless otherwise told. So I'm telling him that this procedure is going to return a string, not a number, and now he'll be happy with us. Okay, so here we go. Now, I want to point out, we didn't get our message, did we? Didn't we change this value? Didn't we come here in our code and select value number 0? So it went from a -1 of nothing to 0, and yet it didn't trigger the code in as if it was done from the user. It ran it from code, and code doesn't trigger those events firing. So now, if I come over here now and I say hydrogen, look at that. We get our message. It pops up and it says, okay, this is GUI demo. Are you really sure you want to blah? Remove the blah, 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 whatever. Okay. So we say, okay, everybody's happy. Now, I want that to fire merely because my code changed it. And how do you do that? Okay, that's an important thing to be able to do. And what I always, well, let's do it just straight code, not a whole lot of functions built in here. So what we can do is say inside this if here, what we want to do is say if the counted items is greater than 0, then we've set our state to 0. And at this point, we want to raise an event that causes this code down here to say it changed. Okay? Now, this is really cool. There's a awesome little function, and I can never pull it out of my head. So again, this is one of those things I put over here in templates, and it is called post event. Okay, so post event, it's a big sentence, and we're going to say post event, and this is going to be a gadget event. Remember, over here we're looking at event gadgets. Down here we're playing with gadgets. So we're going to say this is going to cause this event to happen. Now, on what window do we want this to fire? Well, we want this to fire on planet, right? Oh, whoops, planet. Okay, so window planet. And then what gadget do we want to fire? Well, okay, this is going to be planet and combo box atmosphere. And then what is it? What is the event you want to fire? Do you want to fire a left click? Do you want to fire that the value changed? Do you want to fire a double left click? Do you want to do a right click? All of those are possible here. And so we're going to do this. Now, what I am going to do, and I believe this is going to work. So this does not fire instantly, if I am not mistaken. That guy right there posts the event that says, okay, we're going to do this. So the minute the code comes down here and says, gadget event, does this occur? This code then pops in and says, it's in like a queue that lines up. So if I had 3 of those with different things firing, once the code finishes this section of code here, it will then come into the repeat, and that queue then will begin to fire those events. And it fires them in the order that you placed them in the queue. So we should see that this event fires after we've shown our window. If it fires before the window, then I'm wrong. And I don't think I'm wrong, but we'll see. Okay.